Hello everyone. So today's video is basically a vlog of a week in my shoes as a master's student. And I decided to do this because a lot of people actually have asked me what my master's involves and what I'm learning, how it relates to what I want to do in the future because I'm on a medical career pathway, and also just what my week is like and how varied it is between blogging, doing other work, doing my masters, and also commuting, because at that point I was commuting. And it felt like this week actually showed how varied my week can be. And funnily enough, I literally decided to do this video the day of quite a big presentation I had. So I haven't been vlogging that much at the beginning where I'm actually telling you what's going on. So I apologise for that, but it was just one of those very busy weeks, which I think actually really demonstrates what a week in my shoes is actually like. And then as the week went along, I have kind of got a bit more into it and got used to actually, I need to pick up the camera and show you what's going on. So there's a little bit more of me talking, but I just thought I'd say, so I've started this week on the Thursday, and it's on the Thursday of the end of what was like a second block period in my first semester. And I chose that because it showed quite a good transition period between me doing two presentations. One was a presentation on my own, the other one was a group presentation for two different modules, and then the weekend, and then starting the next block, which is introducing two different topics in each of the modules I was doing. And it was quite a varied week, and I was able to show you that there were assignments got set, there was work, masters, fun. So I really hope that this video kind of demonstrates what it's like doing me. And you'll notice from the video that it was done quite a while back now. And I apologise that it's taken some time for it to be edited and for me to actually upload it. But as I mentioned, at the time I was commuting, and it was only a few weeks after that I actually had quite a bad car accident, hence why all the blog has been quite quiet for a little bit, and then I've just been recovering myself. So I've now had the chance to actually probably have a look at it, hence why I want to do this little intro video for you to explain what's kind of going on at the beginning, and I hope you enjoy it. Important to note that episodes of Prosperity are not inclusive, with 78% of the population living in extreme poverty. Together, these have acted as an impediment to sustained development within the country. The newly established National Health Solidarity Fund that is currently in pilot. This system introduces financial risk pooling to those able to contribute, while centralising external funding. Good strategy on policy making as to what's been happening. So a lot of the facilities, individual facilities, so that stuck in traffic. guess it's time for me to drive home back to Manchester. Speak to you tomorrow. Good morning, lovely people. Today is Saturday morning, and I've woken up a bit early today to check my schedule and to get working a bit ahead for the week ahead before I get ready for the day, because as always it's a bit of a busy day today, but in a good way. It's different from just doing my master's work, but I will show you what I get up to today. But first of all, I'm just going to get a few hours of work done. Okay, so I've got my work done for the morning, I've got ready, I'm heading into Manchester City Centre for the day before I head into work later. So I've put a little bit of makeup on, a little bit of lip gloss as well, hair in a pony, and it feels quite cold this week. Winter's definitely here, so I'm putting on this warm jumper with some frill detail to keep me warm outside, and I've matched it with a pearl necklace that goes with the pearls on my arms over here, keeping it quite simple today, and then just a pair of blue jeans and probably my black boots, I think. So I'm just going to pop in the car, head into town, so I'm quite excited. Oh, exciting.
So excited.
Go on, have a first taste.
Okay.
Let me know how it is.
Ice cream. Ooh, it's steaming.
Good. I'm going to tuck in.
Have some.
And I've honestly had the most fabulous day. It was just so nice, and we haven't seen each other for so long. Just having a really good catch up. So I'm just, as I said, heading out of town now, and I'm going to be working to 2 AM today. So I don't know if I will be doing another video today, but I'll probably show you what I get up to tomorrow. So speak to you soon. So I've got it changed into all exciting emergency coloured greens and the very fashionable sturdy walking boots I have to run to any scenarios or emergencies. So here I am, ready for the evening. So it's Sunday, and normally Sundays are my more slow days, where I just try and take a bit of a break at some point as well, because I don't tend to do that during the week. So my hair's up in a bun today. It's no makeup day and just a pair of leggings and a jumper. I'm going to pop out for a bit just to get a bit of a new different scene, get my bag packed for the week, and I actually have a presentation to do for next week, so I'm going to do a bit of that and then hopefully have a relaxing evening. So not too exciting today, but every day can't be exciting, I guess. Hi everyone, so it's Sunday evening now, and I realised that I've done a few videos during the day, but I've not really talked you through what I do on a Sunday. So I'm in better spirits than I was this morning, because I was quite tired this morning, to be entirely truthful, after the night shift. I didn't really get a chance to sleep in. So what I did was I had a bit of a slow morning to start with. Just took me a while to get ready, essentially, because I was just too tired. And then I popped out for a bit of a change of scene and some fresh air. And that was really nice, actually, and I think that did me a world of good. I popped into M&S to get myself a treat for tonight, because I submitted 2 assignments this week, and everyone deserves a treat, don't they? So I have a strawberry tart waiting for me, which is kind of exciting. And I also popped into Outfit, which is quite a big store, and it has like Miss Selfridge, Topshop, I think Wallace as well, and a few other stores inside it. I had a look at what they had in store around Christmas time, and they had some very, very nice, glamorous dresses. But I've been really good this weekend, actually, especially because it's been Black Friday. I haven't bought anything. I know. I started working in my study on my presentation I have next week. I thought I would only do a few hours really on that originally, but I got into the swing of it, and which meant I essentially ended up working on it all afternoon, and then I go through my wardrobe and I organise what I'm going to wear every single day of the week, have it ironed and hanged up. I go have like a school bag like I do in high school and have everything in my bag ready, so when I go out the door I won't have missed anything early in the morning, because I actually leave at around 6:45 every day to travel into Liverpool in time. And then after that, then it's my complete downtime, and I really try and make sure that every Sunday evening I kind of reset myself and reboot myself almost for the upcoming week. So I've had a bubble bath, my hair's wet, so I need to dry that after we have this conversation. And then I'm going to make a hot chocolate, have my treat, which is my strawberry tart. And then I am also going to do some reading just before I head to bed. At the moment I'm reading a little bit of Sapiens, which is really interesting, quite heavy. And I have the New Scientist collection as well, the Civilization issue, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to go to bed. So I'll speak to you tomorrow. So Monday mornings when I've arrived at 8 AM, I make a hot chocolate in the kitchen space, settle myself onto one of the sofas, and I try and have a bit of a productive hour to set myself up for the week. What I normally do is I start by having a look at my calendar for the month, just to get a bit of an overview of any deadlines or pieces of assignment that will be due soon. And as you can see, it was last week where I had some core assignments due. And then I move on to have a look at the week ahead. And what I've started to do in my scheduling is that I've started to do something called time blocking. And that's where, rather than just having a list of tasks that I need to get done, you allocate time for each task. And I combine this with my schedule for my master's course. So the green here is my calendar for the research methods module, which is on Mondays, Tuesdays, and half a day on Friday. And then on the blue is my key themes in international public health module, which is on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and often the other half of Friday as well. And then I in time blocking, you add other things that you want to get done that day or that week as well. So for example, in the pink, I have what I consider things that I need to get done related to my blog. And then in the orange are other aspects of my life that are personal or outside of work as well. So on Tuesday, I am going to the Florist, which is a really, really lovely location I've not been to in Liverpool yet. So it's kind of on my bucket list to try some dancing, so something new. There's a career talk on Wednesday evening, as well as me having my seminar on Thursday evening as well.
We're basically pulling everything together. Everything we've done on this module has focused on the first few weeks broader study design structures, and then we moved into looking at issues like sampling, and we focused initially on quantitative approaches, and then moved on to qualitative approaches, and progressively moved on to looking as the course went on more to sort of analysis methods and processes.
Material on there based on the exercises that we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be doing 3 exercises and we're going to get you working in pairs.
So I'm finally home and I'm setting myself up all comfortably at my desk. I'm going to try and do a few hours of work tonight. Be having a read of the Marmot's Review, Fair Society and Healthy Lives, as well as the BMA report called Health at a Price, Reducing the Impact of Poverty. Now, it's already very well known that poverty and health are bi-directional and almost very cyclical and affect each other. Good evening, everyone. So I've finished my day of lectures and my meeting, and as you can see, I have got changed now for my evening off. I'm at my friend's right now where I'm going to be staying this evening, and I am going to a salsa class at the Florist. Oh, I think she's coming in. Hello. This is Isabel, bringer of tonight's dinner. How exciting. That far down. It's just the dress.
No, but your shoes are awesome.
Okay. Hello everyone, so I have just done my first dance class with the Dance Hub, and I honestly had the most wonderful evening. I went there on my own, which I was a little bit nervous about, to be honest, but everyone was so friendly and it had a really lovely relaxed atmosphere, and the venue itself is stunning. They played some really lovely Havana style music, and I just actually had so much fun. Forward to going back again, and I can't wait for the next one. Isabel, show is your pudding. cookies and ice cream, heated up, and I have a hot chocolate too. Logistical frameworks in healthcare in our key themes for international public health module. But the logistical framework is a method that's used in healthcare planning so that you can identify the need in the population using stakeholders, and then from that build a problem tree, identify the key causes of the problem, and from these key causes form objectives for the project that you're planning. And the way in which this is done is, rather than being from the other way around where you create objectives at the beginning, the whole focus is on a real world problem, so you don't lose sight of it. So you begin by speaking to the key people, the patients with the disease, healthcare workers who work in the department, about what's a current problem at the moment with the service provision, or the quality of treatment. And then from that, from discussing with them, you pick it apart and you form what is called it is a bit of a tree, to be honest, where you have the problem and why are the causes. You flip that around and think of it in a positive light with an objective tree, and that these objectives are a starting point for what you want to do as a strategy in your program or your project.
Right, guys, push over. Come on, push over. Push over. There'll be a by-election.
Good morning. So today is day 8 of me videoing a week in my shoes as a master's student, and that takes us straight back to Thursday. So I've been videoing now from last Thursday to this Thursday, so today is my last day. And I have just arrived into Liverpool, so it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sat in my car in the car park, obviously. And it's actually quite a busy day to finish on. I start at 9 o'clock today with a meeting with the Dean of the Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine, and then at 9:30 my workshop starts for the day, and it still has the same theme as yesterday, so we're doing logistical frameworks in healthcare. End of today, my next assignment is going to be set for key themes in international public health. So essentially what this means is that from last Thursday when I started videoing with you, that was the end of what I called like my second block of this semester. And then at the beginning of this week, it's the beginning of my third block. So both in my research methods module and my key themes module, we've introduced 2 different parts to the module. And at the end of this week, I've had 2 assignments, so 1 for each set again. That's what I'll be working on for the next few weeks until Christmas. And then after I finish my workshop with logistical frameworks, this evening I'm actually still in Liverpool, but I'm going back to the University of Liverpool, which is just down the road. It's very close, and I am actually presenting at their seminar evening, which is, the theme of it is infectious diseases and global health. And you've seen me all week actually preparing for this presentation in the middle of work and fun and everything. I managed to fit it in, thankfully, and it's my first presentation that I'm doing outside of assignments, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm hoping it's going to go well. And what I'm going to be discussing is the rise of infectious diseases from a global public health perspective. In particular, lessons we can learn from previous epidemics for the future. Hopefully I'll be able to get a little video for you of me presenting, but what I'm essentially going to be focusing on is 3 core diseases: Ebola, Zika and the plague outbreak in Madagascar in 2017. And what I'm using these is to demonstrate what we learn as an international community from each. So for Ebola, we learnt that with how quickly it spread, how infectious disease is a global threat, how rapidly it can spread, and the problem with basically not recognising the number of infectious diseases that might not be big at the moment, but they have the potential to very quickly become human diseases and to affect the human population globally. And then I move on to the Zika outbreak, and I use this just to consolidate from what we learned globally from the Ebola outbreak, and I point out about the Olympics and the likelihood of spread, and how infectious disease isn't just something for the healthcare community, but it affects the public, it affects politics, it affects the Olympics. Athletes were unsure about whether they should or shouldn't actually travel, and it wasn't just athletes, it was people who wanted to go watch it was reporters as well. So the actual impact it can have on human civilization essentially, and events. And then finally I move on to the plague, which is one of the latest outbreaks that has occurred, and that was in 2017 in Madagascar. And what I'm using the Madagascar as a core case for what we learnt during Ebola and Zika and how we applied it, but also where we should have learnt in the past but we didn't. And I'm trying to show that even though these are separate outbreaks in their own context with their own disease, there's actual general principles that we can learn from each outbreak and apply to the next outbreak, so that we're more prepared for the future. So I have prepared for it, so I'm hoping it is going to go well. And then after that, that's it really. That's the end of not just the day, but our week together. But hopefully we'll be doing more videos as well, and you've enjoyed this week, and I'll try and keep you updated on my day as well. I think it might be a little bit tricky with what I've got planned today, but hopefully I'll be able to show you my presentation at the end, just to, you know, finish the week quite nicely. So speak to you soon. Bye.
So the last decade has been dominated by infectious disease outbreaks, not only affecting individual nations such as Haiti with the cholera outbreak, but also whole regions with MERS, as well as internationally with Ebola and Zika. The consequences of such outbreaks can be devastating, not only on an individual scale in terms of survival, but also on a national level, halting development within nations and the economy. This has propelled the threat of infectious diseases from conversation within the scientific community into the world of politics, economics, and the eyes of the...
Good evening everyone. So it's Thursday evening and it's now about 9:30 at night, and I'm just about to be going on my journey home, where I'm just going to literally get into my pyjamas, put on a fluffy pair of socks, get a hot chocolate in hand and go to sleep soon. And I've just done my presentation, and actually I was feeling a little bit tired, you know, after my long day, but I had a really good time. I was a little bit nervous about the topic and the questions I would get, especially as the Ebola outbreak that's occurring in Congo at the moment is evolving, and I've discussed the previous Ebola outbreak, so I need to get on top of some of the reading that's literally coming out at the moment about WHO's input, how bad they think the response is, which at the moment some suggestions saying it's the second worst outbreak, and that's what I was doing in between my lecture and the my presentation. And I think my presentation was quite well received. I had a few questions, which was quite nice, that people listened and actually thought something of it, and it's actually now, when I get home, this is it for this vlog. It's been really challenging fitting in, trying to get some videos to show you a week in my shoes. So I mean, I've managed to vlog some of it and actually speak to you and show you what I'm doing, and some of it has literally just been a few videos that I've had to add in, and I hope you don't mind too much about that, but this is what my week is like, and sometimes it is hard to even just stop for a moment and to fill you in even. So I guess it's a lot more realistic of what it's actually like in my shoes, but it's going to be a bit odd tomorrow, not having to pick up my camera and speak to you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video and it showed you what it's like to do a master's, the work that's involved, how you can still have a life, and how to juggle it all really. So thank you for watching it all, and hopefully there'll be more videos soon.